welcome to the All Sorts of Lovely Advent 2019. Oh my goodness, I am so excited to be running this Advent project for the third year in a row. I used to run it over on Make-Lite, and this is the first time I am running it on All Sorts of Lovely, which I started this year. So it feels extra exciting to be doing it over here because this is something that I have made happen in 2019, so a nice little extra celebration. So it's day one of Advent. Now if you have followed me anywhere before, you will probably know how much I love prop boxes, how much I love styling, how much I love Christmas. And I just thought I cannot start an Advent project without talking about creating your seasonal festive prop box. Okay, so there will be lots of other things that I am going to be covering in this Advent project, but I just thought I couldn't not start with the prop box. So if you haven't followed me for that long, or you haven't ever heard me talk about prop boxes are a great way to put a few little things, and this time I am showing you a small prop box because I know often I get my big Christmas prop box out and it might feel a bit overwhelming. So this year I'm sharing a tiny box, a little box that's smaller than a shoebox. You could use a shoebox, but I just thought I'd make it a little bit more achievable for you this year. So it's about putting a selection of props for the season that you're in. So we are in the festive season, we are in the Christmas month, and so everything in here is going to be festive. And it's just a great way of keeping everything together so that when you have a moment to take some festive photographs, you have everything to hand. Now in December here in the UK, we don't get much light and we have to make the most of it, especially on darker days, and we don't want to be running around the house trying to find props that work or taking stuff off the Christmas tree or off little scenes that we might have created, and it can all get a bit too much and a bit too stressful. So a prop box really helps you, falling out, really helps you to keep everything together. It helps you to still have Christmas everywhere else in the house while still being able to take some photographs of Christmas things. And what I do with my prop box is that on Christmas Eve, I go and add all the little things from my prop box into Christmas around the house. So this little bunny will not be alone on Christmas Day. She will be in the mix of all the other things, but for now she's going to live in my prop box. So let's start with a little bunny. You don't have to have a bunny. I can't imagine that you do, but this is a little decoration, and having a decoration or two in your prop box is a really good idea. So there's a decoration. I've got a tiny Christmas tree. I love these. I've got quite a few of them. And the bottle brush trees, which I love, use them over and over. And having one of those in my prop box is another great idea. I've got another decoration. Oh, everything's going to get tangled together. I've got another decoration which is some sparkly foliage. You could add sparkle to some foliage from the garden, or you might have something like this. Just adds a nice little bit of sparkle to a picture, so a really nice thing to have. I've got some dried orange, dry limes. I've got a pine cone that is ready to hang somewhere, but also can be used in a festive picture. This one has been painted with some gold paint, so you could paint yours, you could keep them plain, but getting some pine cones is a nice idea. This is a little tiny bag, which I've had for years, from a few Christmases ago, and it's full of tiny baubles, if you can see that. And little baubles are another lovely thing to add to your festive flat lays if you are into that kind of thing. And then I've got, quite a few little stars, and again I have used these over and over the last few years. So I think these are from Merry Merry. I will list lots of suppliers and ideas under this video so you don't have to worry. Help you to find things. Some more of those. I've got some festive washi tape. I've got this tiny little deer there. Oh, don't fall over. I've got some vintage trays. These are obviously kind of harder to just come by, but you might have something similar, and these make really nice little additions to my festive pictures, so I can fill them with baubles or little stars. Just a lovely little thing that I love to get out at this time of year. I've got some pretty scissors. That makes a really nice addition to if you're wanting to take pictures of wrapping presents or any sort of festive flat lay. It's nice to have some pretty scissors if you have some. Some gift tags. I've got a selection of gift tags. So yeah, there we go. On there, and I've got a little sign that says Merry. I think I've got another one of those. Oh, didn't make the cut. So I've got some of these signs again. I think these were on gifts actually that were given to us, and I kept them. And so you might be amazed at what you have got. It's really good to go to your Christmas decoration boxes, and you'll find loads of things that you can use. I've got some leaves. I've got more than just one, but I'm just showing you one. I've got these. These are just dried leaves that I painted. You should do the same. And they make a nice addition. Oh yes, there we go. There's another little word. That one says joyful. I've got a candle. Really nice to have candles in your festive images. And I've got more stars. And then at the very bottom, I've got another bauble there. Put that in there. At the very bottom, I've got some ribbons. I've got some like gold ribbon there and some twine as well. So these are just some ideas. I've put more ideas underneath the video and more places that you can find things. But I want you to really see if you can just find things from around your home, because I think that is really lovely when you can just go and gather from things that you have already. You don't have to go out and buy anything new. You just need to find a box. A shoe box will do if you have a little box like this, or you might have a bigger box. Whatever size box you want to use is perfect to make your festive prop box. But it's a lovely way to welcome in Advent, to get excited about taking some photographs for your Instagram, your blog, or to take some photographs to make some gift tags. I've got some gift tags here that I made with just a little festive scene, and then I got them printed. So, you know, I'm sure there's many reasons that you want to have some photographs this festive season, and making your prop box will get you into the festive mood, and it will help you to keep everything together so that you're not having any last minute panics, which will help you to make the best of the light in this rather dark month. And also, how could I forget, of course you want to add some fairy lights to your box. So having some fairy lights that you have in your box, again, really helps you to not have to go, oh, I need to untangle these fairy lights from something that I've got set up, or just try and have, if you want to take lots of festive pictures and you think you want to take some with fairy lights, then have some fairy lights that are just for your box. Put a couple of extra batteries in there as well, and then you can get going with creating your festive images. And I cannot wait to see what you create, and I would love to see pictures of your prop boxes as well, so please do share them with me. So have fun creating your prop box. Don't feel you have to go out and buy lots of new things. See what you can find at home. Have a dig in your decorations box and see what you've got lying around. Put your box together, and then if you want to go and treat yourself to anything extra, then there are lots of links under this video for places that you can find nice